everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. Welcome to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing today? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. I am finally back home. I actually went home to my family for the holidays, so I was gone for a bit, but I'm back now, so yay. And also for YouTube, just a quick update. Bella, my little doggy, if you're new here, she will not be in the background anymore because I left her with my family back home for a bit because ending 2024 was super difficult and I was having a very tough time, and her anxiety attachment caused me to have to stay home. I couldn't even go get groceries. I think I spoke about this on stream too, but it was really hard because I was mentally not doing well at all, and being stuck here all the time was very difficult. I couldn't go out and do anything or get my mind off of things, so it was really hard. So she will not be in the background for a little bit. And besides that, how is everybody doing? How was your New Year's? How did 2024 end for you guys? How is 2024 in general? Are you guys excited for 2025? What are your guys' goals and ambitions and all of that jazz? What was I gonna say? Coming this 2025, we have a lot of things that we're adding to YouTube as well as Patreon. I know it's been a little bit that you guys have been asking me to watch anime for a while, so there's gonna be a specific tier for Patreon on that, and we're also gonna be starting a second YouTube channel that has shorter videos for you guys. That's gonna include the anime series that you guys choose for me. There's also gonna be a private stream for certain tiers as well on Patreon, just because when I stream on Twitch, I'm unable to read all the comments at once, so it's easier if we just have like certain tiers in that specific stream, and then we're just able to kind of talk about all the films and shows and kind of discuss it back and forth and have like a awesome conversation, because I love talking to you guys about all of this. And it's also easier to kind of process my thoughts on what I'm watching when I've watched it and stuff when I'm talking to someone about it, rather than kind of doing like the outro to my videos and kind of talk about what I think about it. Because when an idea pops up, if someone asks me something, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to talk about this, and I completely blank out when I'm doing the outro because there's so many things that my mind feels like it's just like juggling. But there's gonna be that as well. I feel like there was something else, but I think I'm also gonna be doing some ASMR on my channel as well. A lot of you guys have also asked about that on my stream, so I was like, maybe I should just try it, and this is gonna be on this main channel. So if you see that, it's gonna be there. Just gonna be trying out a couple of new things and, you know, getting out of my comfort zone for 2025. I don't know. I think that's all I can think of about right now. But besides that, today we're going to be watching X-Men First Class. I have been told that this is a like a soft reboot to X-Men. So especially, I believe, with Charles. I believe so. I can't remember, but something like that. But yeah, besides that, if you want to have access to all of my reactions as well as early access to my reactions, I believe we're about a season ahead on Game of Thrones, which is a show that you guys chose for me, which you will also be a part of choosing the exclusive films and shows that I watch for you guys. We have just finished watching Whiplash, which was awesome. I loved that movie. I really want to discuss it with you guys as well because there was a lot. My mind was really jumbled when I had finished the movie, so the outro is kind of like all over the place. But, you know, speaking about the streams for Patreon, I really want to like talk about that movie too, because I don't know, I just feel like there's so much in it that I don't know. I don't know. I really liked it, so I just want to talk about it with you guys. And then we're going into Game of Thrones episode 9 season 6, and I believe our next Patreon picked film is Fury. So we're going to be going into that. We're going to be continuing WandaVision on Patreon as well as Clone Wars. And And yeah, so there's a lot of things coming out too. Oh, and then this year as well, if you guys don't know, I am an artist. My artist name is just Stef. I do have music out, and this year I will be having more music out, and I haven't in a while, so I'm really excited and have been working on this for quite some time now. So I'm excited. So just giving you guys a little heads up on that. And yeah, besides that, I guess we can kind of just jump into this film and see how it goes. Shall we? Oh, did he feel something in the air? Oh, here's...
Mother, what are you... I thought you were a burglar.
I didn't mean to scare you, darling. I was just getting a snack. What's the matter? Go on, back to bed.
Just being...
I'll make you a hot chocolate.
Who are you?
Oh, is it,
And she certainly never made me a hot chocolate.
Oh, it's like young.
You're not scared of me? I always believed I couldn't be the only one in the world. You never have to steal again.
I didn't know that they met that young. I must have
Du musst das verstehen, Erik.
forgotten.
Diese Nazis. Ich bin nicht so wie die. Blaue Augen, blonde Haare, einfach erbärmlich. Ist die
The
Schokolade?
way,
Die ist
the
gut.
way he chews.
Willst du?
Ich hab's versucht, Herr Doktor. Es geht nicht.
Wir machen
This is
das
how...
so.
This is how they're gonna
Ich zähle bis 3.
cause him to, like,
Und du
use his powers.
die Münze. 1.
Mama, du schaffst das.
2.
Alles ist gut.
Watch them kill her, and then he's gonna fucking, like, destroy the entire fucking building or something.
3.
Oh,
Ja, wunderbar.
I don't know why he's laughing. I feel like he could kill him so easily. What the? What is he? Why is he smiling? Can he? God.
Ausgezeichnet, Erik. Wut und Schmerz.
Well, at least I was hoping.
Du und ich, wir werden zusammen viel Spaß haben.
Hmm. And he's just a kid. Oh God.
One green, one blue. It's a mutation. It's a very groovy mutation. I've got news for you, Amy. You are a mutant.
First you proposition a girl, and then you call her deformed. How is that seduction technique working for you?
I'll tell you in the morning. No, seriously though, you mustn't knock it.
Oh, look, you have heterochromia too.
Sorry, what?
Look at her eye.
Right, Raven, get a coat, please. Don't talk to me. You did that on purpose.
I did not. Why would I do it on purpose? You know.
So they were just like raised together, basically.
La détention de cet or est illégale. Je devrais appeler la police.
Ne jouons pas ce jeu.
Où vient cet or?
D'un ami qui m'a chaudement recommandé votre banque.
Je vois. Vous connaissez nos conditions, monsieur.
Et vous devriez connaître la mienne.
Touchez pas à cette alarme.
Klaus Schmidt. Où est-il?
Oh my God, that is. And Argentina. Hey. Córdoba, Argentina.
Je prévenais qui que ce soit de mon arrivée. Je vous retrouverai.
My family's from Argentina, if you guys didn't know, or if you're new here. That's how I know Spanish.
We've had this conversation. You put our nukes in Turkey or anywhere that close to Russia, and you're looking at war. Nuclear war.
Oh, I thought it was like directly to that room. I was like, there's no way that they didn't hear that.
I don't ask for favors, Colonel. I express my expectations.
The only thing I will reconsider is having another glass of that delicious champagne.
Is he gonna die?
What the hell did you put in my drink?
We'd find you, Henry. There's not a fortress in the world that could keep us out.
Oh my god.
Comrade.
I would leave. I would leave right away.
Ja, ist Bitburger. Schmeckt gut, ne?
Das Beste. Was hat Sie nach Argentinien verschlagen?
Ach, das Klima. Ich bin Schweinebauer.
Ihr Name wurde Ihnen weggenommen. Schweinebauern und Schneidern. Und Ehre. Ja, was würden Sie gerne zuerst verlieren?
Wir hatten unsere Befehle.
Also Blut.
Quieto cabrón.
Let's just say I'm Frankenstein's monster. I'm looking for my creator.
I liked how they showed the shadow.
I'm here on business. I really need your help. The kind of mutations that you were talking about in your thesis. I need to know if they may have already happened. Professor?
The advent of the nuclear age may have accelerated the mutation process. Individuals with extraordinary abilities may already be
Sebastian
among us.
Shaw.
Thank you very much.
Taggart, you really think that some crackpot scientist is going to make me believe in sparkly dames and vanishing men? You just bought yourself a one-way ticket back to the typing pool. This meeting is over.
Please sit down, Agent McTaggart. But I think I'd rather ask you about the Jupiter missiles America are currently placing in Turkey.
He's a goddamn spy. You brought a goddamn spy into this facility.
I love seeing the moments where like people don't believe it and then they.
How's that for a magic trick?
Best I've ever seen.
I want them out of here.
He likes her.
Until I can figure out what to do.
But I cannot take you anywhere else without permission from upstairs.
Would you like to see one more magic trick?
Okay.
Get in the car.
Good idea.
That was cool. I like how fast they kind of incorporated all of his, like his powers, basically from his mutation.
Herr Doktor.
Der kleine Erik Lenze.
He's here to kill you.
Oh God.
I've lost short that. Well, I think there's someone like me on that ship.
Like you?
I'm sorry, a telepath.
You okay?
There's someone else out there.
Time to go.
Ahora qué? It's really interesting to see because then I start to question, well, how advanced are their powers, depending on how old they are and how many years they spent, you know, growing or advancing in it. I mean, you can kind of see like where they're at. I think it's so cool.
You can't
You'll drown. I know what this means to you, but you're going to die. Calm your mind.
I love that we're learning about almost all of the characters, or you know, like their background and all of that. Because I remember also being like confused in the original ones, always asking, but I, you know, that's also starting.
Hank, this serum that you're making, it doesn't affect abilities, right? Just appearance. Normalizes it. Do you think it would work on me?
I can look into it if you'd like. It's the least I can do after asking you to come down here with such a weird request.
I have to admit, usually when guys ask me out, they're not after my blood. Go ahead. Take the blood.
Sorry, did I hurt you? Kinky.
Sorry, I did not expect that at all.
I wouldn't change a thing.
I'm so sorry.
Then you'll know to stay out of my head.
I'm sorry, Eric, but I've seen what Shaw did to you. I've felt your agony. I can help you. Here, you have the chance to be part of something much bigger than yourself. I won't stop you leaving. Shaw's got friends. You could do with some.
If a new species is being discovered, it should be by its own kind. Charles and I find the mutants, no suits.
Charles is fine with the CIA being involved. Isn't that right?
No. I'm sorry, but I'm with Eric. We'll find them alone. Rain. Are you sure we can't shave your head? Don't touch my hair.
It's working.
You cats know it's double for both, right?
More tea, Vicar? Don't mind if I do.
My turn.
How would you like a job where you get to keep your clothes on?
She's a fucking fairy.
Excuse me, I'm Eric Lensher.
Charles Xavier.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, my mind
We have a problem.
running.
Your turn.
My stage name is Angel. Kind of fits.
You can fly?
And
That's sick.
I can't do it in here.
Can you do it out there?
Why don't you just do it up there?
come on.
Alex.
He was in Hannah Montana the movie.
Get back.
What are you doing? Who destroyed the statue?
It was Alex.
No, Havoc. We have to call him Havoc. That's his name now. And we were thinking, you should be Professor X, and you should be Magneto.
Exceptional.
Oh shit.
I expect more from you.
Shit, man. It's crazy because of how serious the situation is and how young they are. And then coming together in all of this and realizing that you're not the only one is different. It's just a lot going on.
Nice trick.
You can stop trying to read my mind, sugar.
You're never going to get anything from me while I'm like this.
So then you can just tell us.
Eric? Eric, that's enough.
It's kind of crazy to see because he's always been like this. Obviously not as a young boy, but you know what I'm saying.
All yours. She won't be shifting into diamond form again. If she does,
Just give her a gentle tap.
Radiation gave birth to mutants.
What will kill the humans will only make us stronger.
Oh my.
Beautiful, isn't it?
This is worse than we previously imagined. We're taking you with us. CIA will want to question you themselves.
I doubt it. I have bigger things to worry about right now.
Dude. As it. Oh, fuck no. That.
We have an intruder in the main atrium.
Where are the mutants?
That looks
Where do I find the more
scary.
involved people?
Than the usual. So what my question is with Sebastian, does he subconsciously just do that? Like, does his power just work subconsciously? Yeah, okay, I'm assuming so. See, he absorbs it, but does he do it willingly? Or does it just happen no matter what attacks him or what happens, it will get absorbed either way? And I'm assuming it's that. But. How would you kill him? Drown him or something?
Good evening. My name is Sebastian Shaw, and I am not here to hurt you. Azazel. My friends, there's a revolution coming when mankind discovers who we are, what we do. Each of us will face a choice. Be enslaved or rise up to rule. You can stay and fight for the people who hate and fear you. Or you can join me and live like kings.
It's crazy to think because it's so similar to Magneto.
We don't belong here. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. We have to do something.
Alex, get out! Do it!
Oh shit.
Protecting your fellow mutants?
Oh my god.
Feels good.
I just get scared because they're so young and he's just gonna kill them.
Adapt to this.
Esa por la pelotuda de fairy, bro. Fucking spread your wings and spit your bullshit. Didn't give a shit either, bro. That fucking pisses me off. Her little ass fucking smirk. Gonna be so upset.
Darwin's dead, Charles, and we can't even bury him.
We can avenge him.
Eric, what, please?
Seems like they've always been at crossroads when it comes to all of this for such a long time.
Shaw has his army.
Ever since.
We'll have to train. All of us. Yes? Yeah.
We can't stay here. Even if they reopen the department, it's not safe.
This is yours. No, it's ours. You're sure?
I'm sure.
Right. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh, come on. You know I can deflect it. You're always telling me I should push myself.
If you know you can deflect it, then you're not challenging yourself. Whatever happened to the man who was trying to raise a submarine?
Something that big? I need the situation, the anger.
No, the anger's not enough.
What's gotten the job done all this time?
It's nearly gotten you killed all this time. Hey, come here. Let's try something a little more challenging. You have to set the beast free. Get set.
It's so cool to see.
Oh, congratulations, my friend.
Oh, that's scary.
Concentration to look normal. Then you're only half paying attention to whatever else you're doing. You want society to accept you, but you can't even accept yourself.
Oh shit, man. She goes under him because he helps.
All right, look, we're not going to make you do anything you don't feel
Here, let me
comfortable with,
help.
all right?
Oh!
You know you were thinking the same.
See that? Try turning it to face us. I believe that true focus lies somewhere between rage and serenity. Would you mind if I...
What did you just do to me?
I accessed the brightest corner of your memory system. It's a very beautiful memory, Eric. Thank you.
I didn't know I still had that.
There's so much more to you than you know. Not just pain and anger. It's good, too. I felt it. When you can access all that, you'll possess a power no one can match.
Shit, man. That's crazy, man.
Try again.
And then they become. That's so. You know, what kind of reminds me of the concept itself. Obviously, not directly, but the concept reminds me of Monsters Inc. You know how like they scare the children to fill the screams, but then they, at the end, they use the laughter. I know that's a bad correlation, but it's what it reminds me of. And I like surpassed all the power from like the scares or screams. I'm sorry.
Hey!
Well done.
The president's about to make his address.
Hold on, I need to write something.
As shelters unused since the Second World War are stocked for what may lie ahead. In all its history.
Her fucking face now pisses me off, bro. Her stupid ass fucking smirk. It's just so weird. Maybe it's like a loyalty thing or fucking. The first people who make her feel. Whatever. It's fine.
Hank, don't. You're beautiful, Hank. Everything you are, you're perfect. Look at all of us. Look at all we've achieved this week. All we will achieve? We are different, but we shouldn't be trying to fit into society. Mutant, I'm proud.
But even if we save the world tomorrow, and mutants are accepted into society, my feet in your natural blue form will never be deemed beautiful. You look beautiful now. We need this cure.
That's fucked. He fucked it up at the end when he said, "You're beautiful now." I thought he was just saying like objectively in society to fit in and you have to do that. But it just seemed he was going elsewhere. That was sad.
Listen to me very carefully, my friend. Being sure will not bring you peace.
Peace was never an option.
Dude, what I love about this movie is that there's so much like background info on how they believe what they believe and like their personality or character. And it's crazy because you can see both sides. Is it? Oh, I guess not. Oh my God. What's crazy too, though, is I had so many questions about him in the original movies.
Have you ever looked at a tiger and thought you ought to cover it up?
No, but...
You're an exquisite creature, Raven. All your life, the world has tried to tame you. It's time for you to be free.
This is how this happened? I'm sorry, that's like heart-wrenching. And it's
Sometimes I wonder what my life would have been like if you hadn't found me here that night.
and it's crazy because I'm thinking about the original movies and when she died and he just, or not died, but got rid of her mutation. And
You know, Charles, I used to think it was going to be you and me against the world. But no matter how bad the world gets, you don't want to be against it, do you? You want to be a part of it.
Wow. I really like this movie. It has a lot more of what I was looking for in the original films, in context of the background and information of the characters and kind of the mutations and all of that, powers, characteristics.
It didn't attack the cells. It enhanced them. It didn't work.
Yes, it did, Hank. Don't you see? This is who you were meant to be. This is you. No more hiding.
Never looked better, man.
Don't mock me.
Hank, put him down immediately, please. Hank. Hank!
I wasn't.
I think I got a new name for you. Beast.
I'm sure you can fly this thing.
Of course I can. I designed it.
I always have questions about like I guess you could say like the characteristics of their powers and how much they would be able to take, or you know, and everyone's powers depending on what it is. I feel like I just constantly have questions. It just gives me goosebumps. Oh sh.
Mora, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I read the teleporter's mind. Shows storing all the power out of the sub.
Dude, I have so much like anger towards that girl, bro.
Eric, what a pleasant surprise.
Eric? Eric!
So good to see you again.
the way my mindset switched on her her power.
I'm sorry for what happened in the camps. I truly am.
He's back! Eric, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. It's starting to work. I'm starting to see him, but I can't yet touch his mind.
Oh shit, man. You cut her wing? Fuck yeah.
You've come a long way from bending gates.
Now what? She can only spit fucking loogie fires? Pissed. She has like no remorse either. No le importa. She's just like, that's what pisses me off.
We are the future of the human race. You and me, son. This world could be ours.
You are my creator.
No, Charles! Be quiet. I can only control this man for so long.
Ay, si este va a empezar a hablar y hacer... Oh my god. If he starts... It's okay. I'm fine.
Sorry, Charles.
Eric, please, be the better man. You haven't...
But I don't trust you.
Eric, there will be no turning back! No! Charles! Don't do this, Eric!
Shit.
I'd like you to know that I agree with every word you said. We are the future. Unfortunately, you killed my mother. 1.
Please, Eric.
Oh, lo de...
2.
Is he gonna... Is he...
3.
Take off your blinders, brothers and sisters. The real enemy is out there. I feel their guns moving on the water.
Beach is secure. Call off the attack.
Приказ. Открыть огонь по берегу.
Oh my...
Hello? Hello?
Fire!
Qué idiotas.
Eric, you said yourself, we're the better men. This is the time to prove it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god.
They're just following orders.
I've been at the mercy of men just following orders. Never again.
Eric, release them!
It's crazy to think because their belief is I don't know if like extreme is I just feel like both need to be limited because I just feel like both
Gentlemen, it's been an honor serving with you.
Спасибо за службу!
it's just I just feel like they're extreme to a certain point. Oh my god, that is how that happened?
I'm so sorry. I said back off!
You did this.
Oh no, no, no. Oh, me tenés que estar cagando. Si no es una cosa, es otra.
Please.
This is.
Us turning on each other. It's what they want. I tried to warn you, Charles. I want you by my side. We're brothers, you and I. All of us together, protecting each other. We want the same thing.
My friend, I'm sorry, but we do not.
This society won't accept us. We form our own. The humans have played their hand.
Now we get ready to play ours. Who's with me?
Yeah, we had Little Miss Fairy. Fucking.
No more hiding.
It's crazy because to each of that, like to Charles and Eric, what they practice and what they preach, basically, it depends on what they need, like what each mutant needs.
I'm gonna get you to a hospital.
I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs.
One day the government is going to realize how lucky they were to have Professor X on their side.
I suppose I'm a real professor now, aren't I? Next thing you know, I'll be going bald. We're still on the government side, Maura. Still G-men, just without the G.
You're your own team now. You're X-Men.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
I know we've had our differences.
Now Magneto. Fuck.
Where's your telepath friend?
Left a bit of a gap in my life, if I'm to be honest. I was rather hoping you would fill it.
Eric, I believe.
I prefer Magneto.
What the? I really loved this movie. I think kind of like what I explained when we were watching the original films, when I was questioning about everything in the background of stuff and how you know, things about the characters and the powers and everything that was kind of going on. This movie, I feel like, wrapped it up well enough for me because I feel like I questioned it a lot when I was watching the original films. What is it? I can't remember what other films I'm thinking about. Oh wait. It might be other Marvel films actually that we watched already, but knowing the background between Charles and Eric is heartbreaking and how all of that went down. And also just the connection that they both have, the friendship that they had. And you know, seeing all of this go down, and it's also difficult for me to see when, I guess you could say, in the context of how Eric feels about Charles, and then also why I was so upset with I know she called herself Angel, but the fairy girl. When it comes to those things, it's the thing that upsets me is that it feels like there's no remorse to the decisions they make, I guess you could say, or like I don't know when it comes to that, but obviously they have a certain way of going about their feelings, because I also think of that, and how, you know, Eric has been through so much pain with what he's fighting for or fighting against. So it makes sense it also makes sense to me on why it's so easy for him. Not easy, but it's easier to not care about something like that when his idea of freedom and retaliation is so much bigger. Like he believes in that so much more than, you know, loyalty and friendship and things like that. I hope that kind of makes sense. I feel like I kind of like went about it incorrectly towards the end, but for me personally, it's like hard to see all of that, because, you know, there's a part in this movie where Eric is talking to Shaw and he's saying, I know that everything that he did to Eric has made him stronger and made him the mutant that he is today. And he accepts that and he knows that. But then there's this other side where it's like, well, you also wouldn't have been able to do all of this if it wasn't for Charles and showing you the anger with, I believe, serenity is what he said. And that made him more powerful than anything that Shaw did to him, in my opinion, because he's in a completely different level of his mutation now. So, and also very upsetting that the decision, it just, oh, I'm sorry. Then it kind of gets intermingled, but I was going to say, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and explain this as best I can. But I was upset with Eric, and, you know, obviously he made the decision to one second, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. The decision he made caused Charles to be in the position that he is now in the wheelchair. And because of the fact that it was an extreme, for me, it was an extreme, he just has an extreme belief in all of that. So he made the decision to turn the missiles the other way around to kill everybody aboard on all of the ships and things, you know? And when all of that happened and the bullet went through his back, and obviously we knew that he wouldn't have been able to feel his legs, but when that whole thing happened, then he goes on to make another decision to kill Moira. And then that causes Charles to have to like take another step in and be like, no. And I just feel like there's no understanding or open-mindedness when it comes to that. But I also understand why, because of what Eric has gone through. And then Charles' empathy when it comes to humans and his ideal way of seeing what the world can become, even though it's very, I guess you could say, like, far-fetched. It's not easily attainable, but it is ideal, you know, that everybody could live in peace, I guess you could say, and in acceptance. So then it just kind of, but then, sorry, my mind's jumping, you know, but then, and that's what oh my God, my mind's going all over the place. I'm so sorry. Because then I start thinking they would be a great team together if only they could both balance out both of their ideas or of what they see, I guess. And in the film, I know that I had mentioned, I can't exactly remember what I said. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was something about limitations on both of them. And when I did say that, I meant that in a way because of there is realistically what they both believe in is true up to a certain point is what I'm trying to say. And this is why I think they would balance out each other well. And it comes to where, you know, obviously for me personally, Eric's belief system is to an extreme. And then we also have an unrealistic standard, in my opinion, to what Charles wants, especially with the government and the control that entire thing is. But when it comes to both of them, if they could both accept each other's belief and kind of balance that out, it would be fine. And I was also really happy to see that during the point where the ships were targeting the beach with their missiles, and it was both of them, and it was everyone who was out in the water. And Eric basically says they're targeting us, they're about to kill us, so, you know, Charles, go ahead and confirm, you know? And he checks, and you see this like disappointed look in him, and that's when that realization happens where you kind of start understanding that yes, both of them have this belief, and it's just crazy because for me, Charles' belief is a little bit unrealistic, especially when it contains, you know, the world acceptance and the government and things like that. And then there's Eric, where it's like this is also very extreme, and there has to be a certain balance to everything. So I just wonder where this is. Well, I don't know. I'm just like where everything was going to lead to, but I feel like they would balance each other out well. And also just knowing the background of what happened in the relationship and how all of them met each other makes this so much more heart-wrenching when you start going back to the original films and not knowing about, you know, how they met exactly and how everything kind of landed where it's at. Also speaking about Mystique, because I understand where she's coming from, and it's not that Charles never accepted who she was as a mutant, but it wasn't also where like he was like just be who you are and is super accepting of it, because he also has the mindset of, you know, the society acceptance. So it's just crazy to see, because watching the original films, I was like, they're evil, they're this, they're that, and blah blah blah. You know, you can have all of these negative ideas about them, or, you know, beliefs, and then you watch this and you're just like, I understand. Because even in the part of the film where Mystique is, you know, on the bed, and Eric says like she wants her to be, you know, just herself, and she turns into Mystique, and that part was like a little bit of like a breather, because I that's something that was also a very hard thing for her to kind of go through, and it was like a especially with X-Men and like the mutants and stuff, that's a big thing where everybody feels alone and not accepted, and they just feel like they can't be themselves because of, you know, either their physical form or, you know. So that was really sad, and also very understanding to where she's coming from and being able to actually be herself with Eric. And then it also got me thinking about the original films, because when she was shot with the what was it? The antidote, I believe. He just left her. And that's the hard part about Eric. That's hard for me to understand. Sorry, that sentence was horrible. But that's a hard part for me to understand, because I feel like Eric has gone through so much pain in betrayal, I guess you could say, you know, losing his mom, especially because that's like the correlation that he makes a lot with his anger and his emotions. And his whole thing about acceptance and taking over the world, basically, because mutants are the next level of I guess civilization. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. So it's very hard for me to see that he's so willingly able to leave them behind. You know, even when Charles got shot in the back and he was just like, yeah, I guess we're not on the same page. Anybody want to come with me? Cool. And then think about the original films, which I don't know if it's bad too, but it's just like a correlation that I make automatically just to kind of just to see. And I just remember that specific part in the original films where Mystique just turns human and he just walks away. And I don't know, I just feel like he's very detached from all of that. And it could also be because of his mom, because if you do get too attached to someone, whoever it may be, you will continue to suffer the way that he has suffered, especially being mutant and then having this it's basically like war consistently, and knowing that at some point you're bound to lose however many mutants you know, you will continue to suffer in that pain. So I don't know, it's kind of hard to grasp with that. I feel like I guess it depends on the person too, and the way that they are, because I would expect Eric to be more empathetic towards that, to not, you know, the acceptance and non-betrayal and things like that. But I guess it's just kind of opposite, and I'm assuming it's because of the detachment that he has made in order to what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, it's his defense mechanism when it comes to all of that from his trauma. So, yeah. And I don't know, I feel like I enjoyed this movie. I liked it. I really liked it. And I think mostly because I got a feel for like the background information, and also in the context of the relationships between Mystique and Professor X and Magneto, and how that kind of came to be. I don't know how close it is to the comics, like the comic book itself, but I feel like it answered some of the questions that I originally had in the beginning of watching the original films. Just because I love, again, I think I've said this before with a lot of films, but I love knowing like the background and the lore and all those things, just so I can get a feel for characters and how they came to be, and certain friendships and how all of that happened. And that's why I also mentioned about the friendship between, or the relationship between Charles and Eric, because it's just heartbreaking to understand fully how they both think about things and each other. Anyway, if there's anything else that you guys want to add, or how you guys felt about this movie compared to the original ones, again, I don't know if there needs to be a comparison. I did read about how there was a confusion of this being a reboot, or if it was more of a prequel type of thing. So yeah, I just kind of want to know you guys' opinions on it, and in this movie and things like that. Obviously, they don't surmount to the other Marvel movies we've just gone through, but I did enjoy this one. I liked it, but yeah, I just kind of want to know what you guys think. And besides that, I will see you guys for the next one. Please stay hydrated, make sure to eat, and make sure to rest. Sorry, my mind, I'm like blanking out. Also, please stay safe. There's the fires that are going on in Los Angeles, so that's where my mind's at right now, so I apologize. But I will see you guys for the next